all you wild suburbanites out there. Your two least favorite uncles are back at it tonight, talking about a brand new Peacock TV show that came out recently. Of course, we're talking about The Burbs, but before I get into that, I'm Logan Myers. That's my beautiful good mate over there.
And I'm Henry Hill. What is going on, everybody? It's been a minute since we've joined you guys, and I'm happy to be back with Uncle Logan there. We are going to be boogieing down and reviewing this television series based on the movie that Tom Hanks starred in back in the day, a cult classic. This one starring Keke Palmer. It's all episodes are streaming now on Peacock. We're going to review season one of The Burbs.
Safest town in America.
What are we doing? Let's go. I think this place is gonna grow on you, Okay.
That's right, The Burbs, and one of my favorite Tom Hanks films of all time. 80s Tom Hanks is the best Tom Hanks, in my opinion. A lot of awesome comedies back in the day. Of course, the original 1989, directed by Joe Dante. In between both Gremlins films, he put this movie out, directed this movie. Cult classic, amazing. Bruce Dern, you had Carrie Fisher, Tom Hanks, Corey Feldman, the list goes on and on. But this is a reboot produced by Seth MacFarlane for Peacock, which made me a little nervous. But I remember me and you were at Universal Studios when you saw some posters and stuff about the Burbs. So I'm like, I'm interested. So 8 episodes in this season, but it focuses on Keke Palmer's character and her husband. Keke Palmer plays Samira, and her husband Jack Whitehall plays Rob. They move back to the suburbs from the city. She's a lawyer. They move back to his childhood home in the suburbs where everything's peace and quiet and everybody knows each other. And it's quite the change for Samira's character.
Yeah, fish out of water story. Her moving into the suburbs, white picket fences, seemingly, Pleasantville kind of neighborhood. What could possibly go wrong? And then, of course, next door, you have this mystery that unfurls throughout the first season here with a girl that is missing, and it all ties into things from her husband Rob's past. And they have to kind of figure out what's going on. Some mysterious neighbors move into this old house next door, and the house next door that her husband Rob had a history with, and knew had some friends in the neighborhood, and they all played and had sort of like a clubhouse by this house. And secrets are unfolded throughout this first season. You kind of learn about all these characters and their pasts. You don't know who to trust. And we meet some quirky characters here. A lot of older characters in the neighborhood, a lot of old ladies. And of course, they like to gossip about, what's going on in the neighborhood. And of course, with Samira and Rob moving back into the neighborhood, they're the talk of the town. So the old ladies invite them over on their front porch, and they have wine night, and they learn about each other. And Samira starts learning about some of the dirt that's happening in this, seemingly suburban town, nice, quiet suburban town. But she finds out that there's like a shady history there too.
Yeah, that's right. This is definitely mystery. A lot of stuff going on here with the spooky house, right, from the original movie as well. And I'm pretty sure they filmed this in the same lot they did the original, which where they filmed Desperate Housewives, the same back lot in Hollywood. So look like the same house. If not, it's pretty close. It's spooky looking, a lot of mystery to it, with this mysterious couple move there, middle-aged guy. Something's off about him. And it really goes into this story of this missing girl that, Rob knew as a child and went missing like 20 years ago or something like that. And you find out throughout the course of the episodes. And Samira finds out that, Rob had a relationship with this girl, him and his other friend, and maybe they're behind something and behind why she's missing.
There's a good reason to be suspicious of every character on the show. There's little hints thrown out here that everybody, that you meet in this show, like has something happen in one of the episodes that you're like, oh, maybe they're involved with this. So it definitely keeps you guessing throughout the episodes of what's going on here. Samira plays this character really well. She's suspicious like we are, the viewers of the show, and we're following her as she's trying to solve the mystery of what happened, trying to figure out if her husband Rob is really this really good guy or if he has like a dark history that's kind of coming to the surface, and she starts questioning the relationship too. So it's dealing with a lot of this. It has a really cool look. Like you can see in the poster there, everything has that sort of look to it. It's very cool how they play like, the sundown kind of in the neighborhood, what's lurking in the shadows kind of angle from the show. And I really appreciated that. I love Samira here. Keke Palmer's awesome. She does great in this role. Loved her in this role here. She really makes the show. If it was anybody else, I don't know if I'd be as interested in this, but just bringing her perspective to the show, obviously being a black woman here in a town full of, older white people that have their prejudices and their history. And, it plays with a lot of interesting concepts here and keeps you guessing until the end, and also throws in some Easter eggs from the Burbs, which I caught and I really appreciated it. And not going to spoil those, but keep your eyes out because there are a few of those.
I was going to bring that up, and I'm glad you did because I noticed a few scenes, in particular, some stuff from the original characters, without giving too much away. But yeah, this show reminded me of Only Murders in the Building, something like that. It was on Hulu. I only watched the first season. Steve Martin, Martin Short, Selena Gomez. Cool, podcast suspense series, and reminded me of that more than, the original movie, which had a lot more horror. That's what I loved about it. There's like this horror aspect of this family and what's going on there. And this is just like suspenseful at times and more of a mystery and drama, which I guess would be a minor nitpick for me. But overall, outside of that, had a great time with this. I like what Keke Palmer did. She's a great actress. I loved her character in this. Super smart, on to stuff, great detective, meeting up with the rest of the suburbanites, this group of, middle-aged people, creating this friendship, trying to dive into this kind of missing girl and trying to figure that out. And, her husband, something's off about her husband too throughout the series. Jack Whitehall playing Rob, something's definitely off about this guy, and you find out what's going on, his childhood and stuff like that. But overall, this is an enjoyable, first season, entertaining. I wasn't bored with this show at all. I was excited about the next episode, how this story is going to unfold and more of the mystery and how that's going to untangle and everything. The cast was great. I'm usually not a fan of Peacock or NBC or any of those type of shows, but this one had my interest. Great performances, good story here, and I want to see more of this. So that being said, I'm going to give The Burbs, currently streaming on Peacock, I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5 Keke Palmer hair pieces.
Yeah, I like this one too. It's not an HBO drama or hard-hitting, great show by any means, but it's definitely entertaining and kept my interest throughout all the episodes and left me wanting more. Keke Palmer was great. I thought Jack Whitehall was great as Rob. The supporting cast was all great, all the older ladies. Mark Prakash, I noticed him from What We Do in the Shadows. He was he's funny guy. Just a well-made show, just a lighthearted one, something you don't have to be like fully invested in and like, too serious about it. You can just enjoy it, watch it, be entertained, and there are some good mysteries along the way that keep you on the edge of your seat, and that's what you want out of a show. And I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to give season one of The Burbs a 3.5 out of 5 Tom Hanks hair pieces.
I want to hear from all you wild suburbanites out there. What did you like about the Burbs TV show? What didn't you like about it? Do you love the original film like us? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, check out these wild ghouls on Facebook, X, and Instagram, and our website, Cinephellas.com, for the latest, greatest TV, movie news, and reviews.
So thank you guys for watching our review of the first season of the Peacock original series, The Burbs. And until the next Cinephellas TV review, I am Uncle Henry Palmer.
And I'm Corey Feldman, signing out till the next TV review. Cheers!
Cheers!